Hi, I'm Mark, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about 10 ways to survive in the Nether. Maybe. Surviving in the Nether can be a real challenge, and right now I'm building a huge Nether hub on a server called Craft Theory. Now this Nether hub is built in the ceiling of the Nether, and there's a couple good reasons for that I'll probably talk about along the way. But the biggest thing about building this Nether hub is that I've died 14 times. So even taking my own advice doesn't prevent me from dying. It's just kind of the nature of hanging out in the Nether for any length of time. But I'm going to go through 14 tips that'll hopefully keep that death count to a minimum for you. So I am also going to do something I don't normally do, which is to just simply walk around and talk about things as I walk around. So more of a kind of a let's play style of video. So let's play. Right now we're in the caretakers quarters, which is my quarters for building this Nether hub. So let's go out to the main floor in the Nether hub. And this is the main central area for the Nether hub. Now one of the first tips I want to give you has to do with pigmen. You don't want to aggro pigmen. Let's see if there's anybody in here right now. Pigmen, where are you, pigmen? Pigmen? Nope, doesn't look like it. We had a problem with aggroing pigmen recently on here. I died several times because we couldn't get the pigmen to not be aggroed. So I'd come back in here and they'd kill me. I'd come back in here and they'd kill me. What I've done is a lot of things to prevent them from spawning, but they're still going to spawn in certain areas. If you look over here, we've got a nice flat stone floor. They are going to spawn there. So you got to kind of get used to having them around. And aggroing them is a very bad idea. So hopefully some will show up, but I'm not going to smack them. You want to try to build these Nether hubs in the ceiling. And if you're working in the ceiling at all, there are some distinct benefits. One is that you don't have to worry about lava so much. You will find single blocks of lava along the way, but you're not going to find the big areas of lava and the lakes of lava that you would normally see down below. You're also not going to get nearly the amount of mobs up here because you're simply out of the way. The magma cubes typically won't be up here, though occasionally. The pigmen will be up here pretty much in the same amount, and the gas will typically leave you alone when you're tunneling around up here. The bad side of working up in the ceiling of the Nether is falling out. I have died twice now working on these tunnels. Oh, by the way, they're not finished. I don't know if you noticed that or not. I think I have one finished tunnel right now. I'm going to continue to work on these. But back where I was, I have fallen out. Oh, there's some pigmen. They must have just spawned. Hi, guys. I'm not going to smack you, so please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please, please. All right. So I've fallen out of the world twice, and that kind of stinks because I'll be digging around and next thing you know, a big hole opens up underneath me and I die falling into lava. There's so many times I die in this game, it's not even funny. So if you're going to work up in the ceiling, make sure you use great care. Another thing you want to do is, if you have just arrived at the Nether, is build some type of building around your portals. The reason being is you need some place to run if things go to hell. You also, no pun intended, you also want to protect these Nether portals. Reason being is an explosion from a ghast will put them out. And you can get stuck in the Nether if you don't have a flint and steel with you, or as I like to call it, a cigarette lighter. So you want to protect your portal and you also want to protect you. So build a little shelter as quickly as you can. Now in this case I've built a big shelter, so it's kind of academic. I did have problems with gas spawning in here early on before I got this all built up. And thankfully my gate was, or my portal, I'm sorry, was below this, so it didn't get affected by the gas. If you can wear fire-resistant armor down in the nether, you're going to stand a chance of surviving longer. Now keep in mind that fire-resistant armor is not fire prevention armor. It will give you longer fire prevention, but it's not going to protect you completely. The only thing that can do that is a potion of fire resistance. Definitely worth something to keep in mind, especially if you're working with lava like this. Jot down your home coordinates. If you're not sure how to do that, you're going to take a look at the bottom where it says looking at block -4, 112, -18. Jot that down, because if you get lost in the nether, which is really, really easy to do, you are going to be unhappy with your inability to find your way back to your portal. As you're moving through the nether, give yourself some place to go against the lava. Let's say, for example, I am digging up in this ceiling, so we'll dig out a block, and there was a block of lava up there. If the block of lava fell on me, I could move, or fell towards me, I could move quickly out of the way. Don't give yourself no space to go. You want to make sure that you've got somewhere to run away if the lava comes pouring down. Another big thing to do is listen for ghasts. I think everybody knows the sound of a crying ghast, and they especially know when a ghast is going to shoot you. And that ghast, you can even hear them up here, is probably one of your worst enemies. So listen carefully and always keep a bow with you just in case. Now, right now I don't hear any. A lot of times I'll hear them up here. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering about these tunnels, there are 4 tunnels going out in the 4 directions, north, south, east, and west. And then tunnels can be built off of these to link up nether portals to everybody's base. There is one in one of the tunnels that we've got in. Like I said, this is still under construction. But I did a test model off of one of the tunnels, and I'll see if I can find it here. Bringing that bow is one big thing. I would say bring a sword, but unfortunately, hitting a pigman with a sword can be really tempting, and it's a bad thing when you do that. This is our green tunnel, and I know I'm in the wrong tunnel to show you that tunnel leading off. Also, if you're bebopping around the nether, make sure you bring plenty of food. It's so easy to get lost, and starving in the nether is a really, really bad idea. And finally, don't use a bed. If you've never experienced what a bed does in the nether, then by all means put one down and find out the hard way. Otherwise, keep those beds up in the overworld. And this is that tunnel I was just mentioning. This is for Craig 600. And this tunnel leads off of the nether hub, and I can go to his place simply by going through this portal. See if anybody's home. Okay, now I'm at Craig's place. Now Craig's place is still under construction as well. You can see that there's a lot of stuff he's been working on. I know Craig's a great builder, so I can't wait to see what this turns out to be. So let's go back to the nether hub. And we'll do one final thing before we leave. And that is say goodbye. I hope you learned a few things on our quick little tour of this nether hub. Hopefully you saw some stuff that you really liked from a building standpoint. If you liked this video, by all means, leave a like or leave a comment. If you have any questions, leave a comment. If you didn't like this video, just keep that to yourself. And don't forget to subscribe too. Thanks for watching.